Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, December 2nd. A chilly start to the day, a lot of frost around here in the Philadelphia region, and a weak cool front is approaching from the northwest. It'll usher in a reinforcing chilly air mass to begin the weekend. Temperatures tomorrow will struggle to get out of the 40s in many parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll turn a little bit milder on Sunday, and then even milder again on Monday and Tuesday as yet another frontal system approaches, and that front will be stronger than this next front that approaches for tonight. Next Tuesday or so, we'll have a pretty good chance of rain as a couple of low pressure areas will form along that second front coming through the early to middle part of next week. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. First of all, high pressure continues to control the weather up and down the east coast here, and we'll have plenty of sunshine today. And again, relatively normal temperatures for this time of the year. There is a weak cold front approaching. It'll pass through the region tonight, and it should pass through on the dry side. But what it will do is usher in another chilly air mass to begin the weekend. And this air is slightly cooler than the air mass that we're in for today. Temperatures tomorrow will be maybe about 5 degrees cooler than today, struggling to get out of the 40s in most spots in the Mid-Atlantic region on Saturday. By Sunday, we'll get a little bit milder, and then even milder again for Monday and Tuesday. Meanwhile, out here in the southwest, there's still low pressure out here in the Arizona region, and the Santa Ana winds continue. The combination of this low and a high pressure off the coast are combining to cause these Santa Ana winds that have produced some incredible reports. In fact, there have been a couple of unofficial reports of over 150 mile per hour winds in some of the higher elevations like Mammoth, for example, in California, and that'll start to wind down as we pass through the end of the work week here. But the Santa Ana wind event from the last couple of days has been quite incredible out there in Southern California. Here's the latest composite IR satellite image loop. Again, lots of clear skies right here in the Mid-Atlantic region all the way down to the southeastern states. This little band of clouds right here is associated with that weak cold frontal system that'll pass through the Mid-Atlantic region overnight tonight. But then we get into more clear skies behind that to begin the weekend, and Sunday will be partly sunny as well with a mix of clouds and sun. Meanwhile, here in the southwest, you have this spinning in the atmosphere associated with this low pressure, and that's combining with high pressure off the west coast to cause these Santa Ana winds that, again, have been quite incredible over the last 24 to 48 hours or so. Well, let's walk through the GFS Global Forecast System computer forecast models for early next week, walk through that event that comes early to middle part of next week. This is the Monday morning map, and there is a cold frontal system here in the Midwest slowly moving, slowly approaching the east. Quite a bit of precipitation already associated with it down in the lower part of the Tennessee Valley. High pressure still dominates along the east coast. It should be dry for the most part on Monday and mild, but this frontal system is slowly approaching. The blue lines here represent the advance of the colder air, and we'll watch that as that slowly progresses by the time we progress through the early part of next week. This is the computer forecast model for Tuesday morning. The frontal system has now moved to the east coast. Precipitation is moving in. Tuesday will probably generally a rainy day as colder air slowly filters in from the northwest towards the coast. And by the time Wednesday rolls around, low pressure develops by Wednesday along this front, and the colder air advances ever so slowly across the interior part of the Mid-Atlantic region. There's even an outside chance that some of the rain will change over to snow in the interior part, higher elevation sections of the Mid-Atlantic region on the day Wednesday as that colder air moves in, and some of the precipitation kind of hangs along the coast as this low pressure system rides up along the coast. So a dry weekend, but more rain is on the way by Monday night and Tuesday, and it'll turn colder behind that frontal passage early to middle part of next week. The colder air moves in about Wednesday and should stay relatively cold beyond that for several days. That's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.